Hello to everyone. Today I'm willing to make a brief introduction and information about my account. We're speaking about Jiraiya, and the main purpose about this is actually to show what progress a person can do even without investing too much amount. In this case, I'm speaking about actually quite low top-up account. I got VIP 10 in the mid of 2015, and we're speaking about an account which is actually one of the oldest active accounts. It's been actively played since server Hinata has been introduced in the game, which was October 2013. And the main power that I got is actually not coming from money and top up, but from persistent gaming. And what I want to show is that a person can achieve quite a lot in this game, even with low battle points and without a massive investment in the game. All the gold I'm gaining is mostly from the events, and I'm investing entirely in getting new ninjas. This is my current formation, what I'm using, and most likely what I'm gonna be using within the next couple of months. Still not quite sure what I'm gonna replace Madara with, but definitely I'm gonna keep Hinata and Toneri for at least half a year or even longer. And yeah, let's start from backwards with the things being released. Right now, I got without spending any kind of money or coupons in the 8 gate system. I got in the midst of second gate when I'm using entirely just the silver option, which I'm gonna skip now. And let's see. Something really important. I can ensure everyone that even with less than 12 million battle points, you're able to completely clear the Orochimaru battle. Only thing you need is actually a good planning and strategy when you're placing your formation, when you're building and deciding how and what to do in order to achieve this. And here again I got almost no coupon spent. Actually, I can say I have spent less than 1000 in refreshing this. And yeah, this is pretty much the result here, and the few items that I got so far, which I'm using mainly for the set bonus. About the Jinchuriki Awakening, this is also something that I'm doing entirely with the silver options. I haven't been using the coupon ones ever since it has been released, if we don't count like several times in the very beginning of this feature. And about the table scrolls, this is something that I'm still not quite confident where to invest. At first I was thinking to get what I need is 13k coupons in this case to inherit from Tonei to Hinata, but I'm still not sure if I'm gonna do it or gonna get everything and invest it in Itachi. This is something that still will be decided within the next few months. And yeah, this is also something I was able to clear long before hitting 12 mil battle points, having everything cleared on Inferno, which, to be honest, I know that people with way higher battle points than mine were struggling to achieve. And about the gear, it's more on work. Here, when we're speaking about getting the first and second reincarnate gear, the main thing you actually need is a lot of work when we're speaking about gathering parts, and even if you clear everything, all the stages, you still can get less parts than someone who cleared them much recently than you. Right now I'm gathering parts for my second reincarnation gear to fully enchant and to be able to use it for my main heater. About the botline limits, here this is actually something you need to invest a high amount of silver, nothing more, nothing less. It's entirely silver and gain work. So far I was able actually to gather everything necessary. The only thing that I still don't have in the plenty amounts I need is the strategy defense, which is not such a big of deal. As you can see, the average level of my stars are like level 7, level 8, and this is pretty decent one. This is my personal advice to everyone who is trying to make something good without being able to invest too much. As you can see with this time, because I'm using the Kaguya power ever since it was released, I get in the midst of level 5 to level 6, which, yeah, to be honest, it grants a quite nice amount of coupons per day and the potency pills. About the account development, having in mind that I was up until the last server merge, which used to be around a year ago, I used to be the top power in the server. It was quite easy for me to achieve the highest possible rank, which is the 6th spot. And at the current point it's not giving that much of a boost, but in the past it was a really strong boost, having 30% damage rate and 30% immune rate to all your team. It was a really nice bonus, and it helps a lot in all kinds of situations. About the occult technique, this is something personal. Everyone decides what to try and what to focus on. In my case, I used to focus on fire and shadow. And what I can advise for everyone, just use your 4 attempts per day and spend some silver in order to get the most preferred amounts from your point. If you're focusing on 1 or 2 of those 8, you can actually level them quite high, and most of them can be pretty useful. Actually, I don't see a good using point just for the speed. Everything else can get really handy at the different situations. And let's see about the Samsara land. This is something that grants really high amount of boost for the Protagon, and this is one of the main reasons why the Protagon can be actually the strongest ninja in the game. It's true that it's not having a speed boost. I'm speaking about a flat percentage speed like all currently released Cash Ninja, but still he's able to outrun them at some point because he's getting a tremendous amount of force, chakra, power, and especially agility. Right now I'm in the beginning of the 6th and most likely the final part, and as you can see here, we're speaking about 50,000 agility, which is a tremendous amount, and over 15k force and chakra. In this situation, you can imagine that just the S weapon, for example the Exorcist fan, which is the maximum available S weapon, is giving something around 20k. Just give me a second. Yes, it's giving 26k, and the Protagon is getting over 60k before even obtaining the full potential of the Samsara land. So it's a tremendous amount, and when you multiply this with a good agility jets, it can be a really nasty thing. In this case, again, I'm speaking about an account with quite low amount of jades, and everyone who is actually interested is welcome to, for inspection. He can visit me on Hinata server. And to be honest with you, I don't even have one set with full level 12 jades. The best I got at this point is my agility, which is 2 level 12 and 4 level 11. This is what I'm using at this point on my Hinata, and still you can see the results here. About the 6-pattern cannon, this is also something that grants a tremendous boost for the entire account, and this is something that you can hardly can afford by spending a gold, because it's gonna cost a tremendous amount. Right now, this is the devil form one tail. It's giving a really nice amount, which is applicable not just in PvP but in PvE also. It's the reason why I was able to clear all the stages up until now. As you can see, we're speaking about 35,000 of each 3 main statistics: 15% damage rate, 8% avoid injury, 5% punch, and 8. It's true that after the reincarnate, it's giving a quite low amount of statistics. It's dropping really to the basic, like you're starting from the very beginning of the beast. But that confirms one thing for sure. If you give it a point to devil form 10 tails, it's actually gonna provide for the entire team 70,000 force chakra agility, 30% damage rate, 16% avoid injury, 10% punch, and 8 rate, which everyone can agree is a really nice boost. Something else which most of the people I can see are actually not able to achieve, mostly because of the short time they were in the game, and we're speaking about the Forbidden Jutsu Lab. Right now I got the first 2 labs maximized quite long ago, and we're speaking about really long time. When you're having a first reincarnation, the maximum level you can achieve is 150. At second reincarnation, it's going to level 200, which you can see is actually the final level, granting 456,000 power. This is not a flat hit point. This, I can guarantee, is a power point which are multiplied by the power jades you gain. And soon I'm gonna be entirely completed with all 3 groups: the assaulters, vanguard, and support, and the only thing left will be the entire army hit point levels. And right now on this, the main thing that you need to hope for is actually getting a large criticals, which, to be honest, for the lab is something easily achievable, and this can really boost your team. Having a high amount of these statistics actually helps for really nice performance. As you can see, with around 1000 pills, you can easily achieve a couple of large crits, but still it's up to the luck. And also one more important thing. I'm not sure about the previous 3 groups, but the all army part, which is State of Pion, it actually grants a high amount of boosts on each 20 or 30 levels. The last one was on level 110. From 109 to 110, it gave 10 times the usual amount, which in this case is around 4,000 power points. It gave around 20 or 30,000, which is a really nice jump for the army. In my case, it's something like 40k battle points, or even more. And let's see, what we're gonna do, I have gathered for last few days the points because I wasn't able to play the game. I just asked my brother to log in and gather the points without using them, because I got problems, was not able to access the computer system. And here we go again, 46k. This was another jump on between level 29 and 30, and you can see the high amount of hit point that your team can get from the Forbidden Jutsu Lab, and it can be quite hard to actually clear it, but still everything depends entirely from your team and the way you plan your formation. The truth is that I was able to clear the entire Forbidden Jutsu Lab at the point when I gained in the point when I get Obito, even before I get Orochimaru. Everything I needed was just to properly rearrange my hit points and defense in order for my team to be able to sustain, to stay alive, and after that it was just to the point to do the needed damage. This is something you just need to do for the daily benefit. We're speaking about some extra silver, and for the people who are low level, in our server it's below level 200, it's actually gonna be an extra experience. About the crusade, right now it's more like just a bit of extra potency pills, because whenever you do those, I'm speaking about level 140, when you're doing a normal heart, you're having a chance to get yellow potency pills, which are 200 potency per pill. About the top Kage, one thing that I was able to achieve shortly after finishing my first reincarnation accessory set is to clear all top Kages. For this, my personal advice is, guys, whenever you get your 8th rate accessory from the Sage Hero, when you're able to get one, it's actually gonna provide a really nice 8th rate for your Vanguard, and this is what you need in order to clear this, because those groups are doing a high amount of damage on basic attacks. Right now this accessory set is on my Madara, so this is what I used, 20% 8 rate, and yes, you need to do several attempts. It's gonna take some time, but once you got the needed gear, once you're able to focus on your team and to distribute the hit point, you'll be able to clear this. Have it in mind that this 7th Hokage is a really powerful boost. As you can see right now, for completely clearing the first group of those top Kages, it's giving max of 21k attack. The second one is giving twice the amount, and the third one is giving 4 times. Right now, just with having the first two, you can see the amount of statistics, and you can just make the picture for yourself. Look at the amount of colorful souls needed per level and the amount of statistics given per level on this. This is definitely the most worthy one from all possible top Kages, and my advice is, if it's possible for you, try to get a top Kage, try to get a colorful souls in order to invest them in the highest possible top Kage for you. And one thing that actually pretty saddens me is the fact that at this point the S ability is something really useless. I'm not sure why the developers are not willing to open at least one additional page, but definitely Protagon needs a bit of improvement. One of the points is that it's gonna be a strongest ninja with the highest growth and everything together with the 8 gates. But there's one big problem here. The Protagon is missing a high damaging skill. The best alloy hit that you can achieve at this point is 180% damage rate, which is quite low compared to the 300 or 320 on all assaulters and vanguards, all assaulters and supports being released lately and that are coming to be released. And one of the other problems is that we're getting just tremendous amounts of S ability from the guild trees, which there's no use at all at this point, and even for the Kaguya points you're not able to achieve the extra point, because once you clear all of those to level 100 you're not able to do the spinning, and I know that because my brother already has finished them on the full. You're not able to do any practice at all. As you can see, it's saying that the max level has been reached. And about the Mount Miboku, at the current stage I'm stuck on the Stone 6 with my 12 minions, and actually my brother, which is with 11 million and 700 battle points, we're speaking about PV battle points, he was able to clear the 6th stone after he got the Rabigulot, and the only thing left in front of him is stone 7. In my case, I just don't have the time at this point to try to figure this out. It's true, it's gonna be a bit of tough fight with my current formation, but it's gonna be possible. And as you can see, it's always a matter of planning and distributing your statistics, defense and durability on the team. Right now for this group the main problem is the high amount of AOE hits. But still everything can be managed as long as you think clearly about what formation you're using and where you need to focus on. And this is pretty much everything I got to give us feedback at this point. Yes, something else. I never used to spend a single coupon on the Mount Miboku, and this is the reason why I cannot show off with first or second rate grenade like the high spenders, but still you can see what is achievable even when you're using just the regular materials you're getting from the daily use, and what actually you can do. And with the current potential I'm getting, it's not pretty much, but still I can easily manage to be in the top 20 on the ninja rankings, and it's quite satisfying at this point, and I cannot ask for anything more with the amount of money I have spent compared to all other players. Still, this is pretty much everything I'd like to share at this point. I hope you guys are gonna like this video, and if you got any kind of feedback, feel free to post them off. I'll be more than glad to get any additional information from you guys. It's pretty much everything, and I can wish you a nice day. Thank you again for the time spent and for watching this.